We are continuing onwards past the 2 ore chutes. We have dead end prospect drifts off those directions. This tunnel just keeps going. I knew this mine was extensive, but it's still surprising me how extensive this is. Wow. Here's another large room. Cleared out some pockets there. We have a winze descending down there. And we have just crazy timbering, probably supporting a stope up above. Treat the all-purpose meat. Delicious. Just ends right up there. That's kind of the top of it. Looks like it was the same. Here's another winze room. Got 4 chutes off that direction. Take a look down this winze. It's a dual compartment. On the right, closest to me, is the manway. And this one actually, I can see what looks like the end, but we're not sure if that is the end. That's probably 100 feet, maybe 75 feet down. The other side is the same deal. And then right there you have a huge set of timbers holding up a lot of rock. And similarly to the other winze, kind of continues up there for a little bit, but then just caps out. So we're just going to continue along the main passage here toward these timbers. That's looking forward. I'm standing under another extensively timbered area. On the left here is a ladder. I looked up the ladder and it's completely plugged by debris, which indicates that there's probably a lot of material on top of these timbers right now. It's looking back toward where we came from. Another ore chute. Just incredible timbering in here. That's another fractured timber. There's just so much to film in here. Probably gonna forget a lot. Probably going to miss a lot, but I'll try my best. Looking forward, a couple more ore chutes. We have a dead end tunnel off that way. I feel a lot of airflow at this point for some reason. But these ore chutes continue. This one is plugged as well. Precariously. It's very, yeah, wow. Do not want that coming down. Yeah, all of these chutes are just waiting to come down. Another ladder that goes nowhere. And the tunnel just keeps going and going and going. We continue down this main passage tunnel we're walking along. You can see it goes off that direction. There's another tunnel to the right. I think we're going to stick with the main haulage for now and check that other one out on the way back. Coming around a bend here on the main tunnel. have signs here pointing that way. It says the Noble crosscut. And then the main primary tunnel with the rails goes off this way. Dead end tunnel that way. So we'll check all this stuff out. Continuing along the rails here. God.
This is going back towards the right.
Yeah. Alright, here's another intersection. That actually looks like a dead end finally. Off that way, we have a stope. Pretty far up. We'll check that out in a second. This way is the only passage that looks like it continues. I don't know what the deal is with this timber, but it's severely bent. I guess it must be wedged in there. No, it's not. It's completely loose. It's kind of weird. Don't know why it's bent like that, but continuing onward, there are more ore chutes. And another winze. Another dual compartment winze. This one looks like it, well, yeah, it kind of looks like it just caps out down there. But this one actually goes up quite a ways. It actually kind of looks like it might go to another level. Beyond this, from what I can see, it kind of looks like there's a collapse sealing the tunnel. Okay, so I just swapped my batteries in this panel light, and this is a much better view of everything now. There's the winze. This is the third dual compartment winze we found. I guess this is only one compartment, but you have skip car on the right and manway on the far side. I'll give you a look down here. This one's not as deep, and we'll shine the laser down to see exactly how deep it is. Oh wow, I didn't see this. There's a roller there. That's probably for the cable that would have hauled the skip car up so it wouldn't rub on the wood. And then looking up here, this shaft or winze goes up quite a ways. And then of course beyond this winze is more ore chutes, and then actually back there you can see, if I had my other light, but there's a big collapse that seals the tunnel, so I don't think we're even going to try to cross this death trap here. So the laser read 40 feet down the shaft
To that platform?
to the closest platform, yeah. So this might go down deeper, but the first platform's not too far down there. And we have to go back that way and check out all the branching tunnels that we missed, and there are a lot of them, so here we go.
Someone's all the way down here in the fucking...
This is where the neo-Nazis hide. Alright, so we're making our way back towards some of these other junctions. Here's the most recent one. This is the one with the big stope. Remember, this is a dead end, and that is back where we came from. So I'm going to go ahead and check out this stope. quite impressive. That goes up, let's go ahead and measure it. That is just under 60 feet tall. This one doesn't have any stalls in it, so they must have thought that this was pretty solid rock that they were digging on here. I have a branch off that way. I'm just going to go down this main passage for now.
You can see the top, more or less. Looks like there's some tunnels that go even further to the main. It's about as wide as the whole That's about 9.
That is quite the slab of quartz right there.
This is a giant's hallway for sure.
Alright, here's a shot of the stope with a person for scale. So, it's 60 feet tall. Pretty big stope. Alright, we're passing past the stope room, and looks like this just loops back to the main tunnel here, which is not surprising. That's back toward the portal. That's the stope, and over here is this tunnel we saw earlier. We're gonna go see if this goes anywhere. We're about 100 feet down this tunnel that branched off of the stope, and oh, it's a loop back to the main tunnel. That's kind of interesting. Yeah. Okay, so we're still working through this branch from a long time ago, and this is the main haulage tunnel. This is back where we came from, and we just saw 2 loops that loop around back behind this wall essentially. And there's that stope right behind here as well. And this is the last tunnel we know of that branches off of this main haulage here. And this is the Noble crosscut. And I'm definitely intrigued by this because it says 3 times that this is the Noble crosscut. So I wonder if this is an important tunnel, or if they just really felt the need to label it. We'll find out. Alright, we're down the Noble crosscut. Have a few explosive boxes on the ground. And this is the end of the Noble crosscut. So that's the end of the straight shot crosscut there. And then this actually, yep, there's a vein up there. So this is a drift tunnel branching off of the Noble crosscut. And I'm guessing the purpose of that crosscut was to try to discover more veins, which they have done here by hitting this vein here. Now back that way is where we came from. It's about 100 feet back to the main haulage. Back where we came from. We have a couple alcoves here. There's the classic mine artifact, is a Prince Albert tobacco can, a newspaper from 1937. On this side is another cutout area. And this is what we found along the main tunnel here. This is the Noble drift tunnel. There's a bit of stoping up there, and we actually measured this winze as well. It was 27 feet deep, so not something you'd want to fall down, but you'd probably survive actually. Tunnel continues that way. Just crossed that platform there, and we're going to continue this way down the Noble Drift Tunnel. After crossing that winze, looks like we've hit the end of the Noble Drift Tunnel. There's a few names on the wall here, and we're going to head on back out. Yeah, these miners are really into this whole Noble crosscut thing. There's another label, and then back here is another one. So they really wanted you to know that you're in the Noble crosscut here. And we're finally back at the portal here. Portal, as you probably saw before, is barely open. And someday, very soon, this mine will completely cave shut. And no one will be able to see in here until someone opens it back up. So definitely cool that we got in here to document it. I'm standing at the top of the larger of the two ore bins we found. You can see the enormous waste dump over there on the other side of the canyon. And this thing is collapsing, so I can't really walk out on it, but you can see the grizzly bar there, grizzly bars. They would have tossed ore in there and then hauled it away on a truck, most likely. Up there is the road and the upper ore bin. We noticed as we were coming up what looked like an adit, even though there was none marked on the map. So we went down here to investigate, and sure enough, there is a lava tube sized adit here, going straight under the ore bin above us. All this was, unfortunately, was a short tunnel used to dump ore down to a truck from the ore bin above. So the tunnel terminates right there, but we do have some pretty interesting metal ore chutes here, way up high in the tunnel ceiling. Above us it's timbered as well.